Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my June 2017 favourites. So if you want to know what I've been loving for the past month, then keep watching. So I'm going to get right into it because otherwise we're going to be here all day. So let's start with makeup. So the first thing I have been loving in the month of June, and I will probably continue to love because it's absolutely beautiful, is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I got this at the start of June, I think it was. I wanted it for a very long time, but it's one of those things where you're like, if you're like me and you're really into makeup, then you start to sort of get to a point where you're like, do I actually need another palette? But these sorts of warm toned shades are right up my street and I tend to gravitate towards them anyway, and I'm so glad that I got it. So it's basically a collection of very sort of like burnt oranges, like mustard, sienna shades, like dark reds, like pinks, and this typically would be the sort of thing that a lot of people would shy away from for fear of having, like, you know, eyes that look like you've got pink eye or bloodshot eyes. But it's really on trend at the moment, and I do think you need a steady hand and a slight skill with eyeshadow to use it, I will say. And I do think that while they blend beautifully, you do get a fair bit of fallout on some of the shades, but I've absolutely been loving it, and if you're into makeup like I am, then I definitely recommend it. Now next up is this, which is the Benefit Cheek Parade palette, and I've had this for a while actually. It was sent to me by the Benefit PR team, bless their cotton. But I've just really been enjoying the fact that I've got all of these options like for my cheeks. I don't know, I like choices in life. It makes me feel like I've got a lot of control, but I'm really enjoying using Hoola Light sometimes just all over the face to warm my face up a little bit. I've contoured with Hoola before, so it's really good if you want to grab one thing to take with you if you're going away travelling and stuff. Is great. And Dandelion, I would say, is probably going to be more of a autumn wintry pink shade for me when I'm a little bit paler, but Rocketeur and California I have been reaching for a lot because I've got a bit of a tan at the moment and they just look great together. Then honestly, I just feel like I've had an epiphany with these lip products, and I have mentioned them before, but the reason why I'm including them is because every time I post like a selfie of myself or I do a video or something, I always get asked like what's on my lips, what's on my eyeshadow, that kind of thing. But the most popular lip colours always seem to be these NYX ones, and I have a selection of them. I've got another one actually that I really like called Ibiza, which I can't find, which is making me a little bit panicky because it's the most gorgeous coral red. But they are NYX soft matte lip creams, and they all have different names of like different places, like cities and stuff. And I have Milan, which is a bright baby pink, like, well, no, proper Barbie pink really. I've got Antwerp, which is, I would say, like a cross between like a mid pink coral. I have Cannes, which is, I would say, very similar to the one that I've got on, which is the one I'm going to show you at the moment, but it's like a slightly more darker dusky pink, which would be perfect for autumn and winter. And then my absolute favourite, which is the one I get asked about the most, is Zurich, and it's what I have on my lips today, and they're really inexpensive. I have ASOS Premier, so I buy them from there because I can like order them, and if I really want a new one then I can get it next day delivery as well, which is really handy. And I'm just obsessed. I feel like I'm just going to slowly end up owning the majority of them because they're just so good. I really like the way they feel on my lips because I'm not really a fan of anything too sticky or tacky, and I personally don't find that they dry my lips out either, so definitely worth looking out for if you haven't seen them already. So next up, and I appreciate it's not really normal to include like 5 lip products in one video, but I'm going for it because I feel like the spring and summer months are the time to experiment with makeup if you've not already, because it's kind of more normal to have bright colours in your wardrobe and, you know, your makeup and stuff. So the lipstick I'm talking about here is MAC's Chatterbox, and it's one that I've wanted for ages. It's a amplified lipstick, and it's just the most perfect mid pink, and I've been wearing this a lot when I fancy something a little bit, I don't know, more glossy, a little bit more vibrant, and it's exactly the same colour as my nails, which is another favourite that I'll go on to in a moment. And yeah, it is slightly more expensive than the NYX one. You should probably get 2 of the NYX ones for the price of that, but it's a colour that I've been looking for a while, and I really do like it. So just before I mention my nails, and it is this colour that I have on at the moment, and I do my own gel nails at home, and I have been doing that for a while now, and this shade is Jessica's Professional Geleration, and it is in the shade Pink Cadillac. Now it's not really looking like much in the bottle, it looks very dark through here, but I promise you it's more like this. And don't you just love it? Because I do. I feel like this is the shade that I'm going to be reaching for constantly. Like when we go on holiday in August, I'll definitely be painting this on my hands and on my toes, because it's like the perfect mid pink. So next I'm going on to skincare, and the most important thing to do at this time of year is wear sunscreen, because obviously we don't want skin cancer, and you only get one bit of skin, so we need to look after it. And I don't really care what make it is, to be honest, although I have to say I've absolutely loved these Amber Soleil ones. This is a kid's one, and theirs is actually anti-sand spray, and this is factor 50, and I've been using this on the kids, and a little goes a long way, because it's been used pretty much every day for the most part, and it's still got a bit in, I can tell. And then there's also this like mini one as well, which you could like take out and about with you, you know, like in your handbag and things like that. And then I noticed before when I was in Aldi that Aldi have one, and they call it refreshing sun spray, but it's water resistant, quick drying and non-sticky, and this is in fact a 50. I've also got 230s downstairs as well, but I absolutely love this formula. If you've used the Vaseline, you know, moisturising sprays, they're just like that, so they're really quick to get all over the body, and you can rub them in, and I find that these with kids in particular are just like perfection. Then speaking of skincare, and I've just rinsed this out and stuff, so there's not actually in, I should have thought about that, but this is called a Solar Buddy, and basically it's a genius invention if you've got kids and you're sending them to school and you want to make sure that they protect themselves. So what you do is that you fill it up here with your choice of sun cream, so it doesn't matter which brand you use. Like, you know, if you want to go for Aldi's and it's more affordable, then go for it. And then you like screw it onto here. That's what I'm showing you. And then here you've got like a roller ball, and then this foamy bit here helps them to, like, you know, rub it onto their skin, so they can do it themselves and you can teach them how to use it. Then next up, I've mentioned this brand before, it's First Aid Beauty. I'm a massive fan because they are just it's so good for the skin. This is the moisturiser, which is the Ultra Repair Cream, which I've used before, and I just can't get enough of it. I just think it's perfect. It works really well for my skin. Another addition from the First Aid Beauty range are these facial radiance pads, and they help exfoliate, tone and brighten. And they're basically pre-soaked pads that I like to use after I've done my Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish, my Liz Earle Toner, and just to sort of swipe away like any extra oils and rubbish on my face. And then I obviously follow up with this as a moisturiser. But I had like a weird hormonal breakout like last week and the week before, and I feel like these have really helped to sort of soothe and clear my skin up again. Random one is this hand soap. It's the Dove Caring Hand Wash in cucumber and green tea scent, and it's super moisturising. I love Dove stuff, and I've mentioned Dove before quite a few times, but I bought it randomly when I was doing a weekly shop, and it's been in my kitchen, and every time I wash my hands I just find myself sniffing my hands. So yeah, if you're on the lookout for a hand soap, check this bad boy out. And then there's a perfume, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but this is Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely. I used to wear this as a teenager. I bought it recently and I just feel quite nostalgic when I wear it. It's nice and fresh and floral and girly and summery, and I've just been loving it. So if you're on the lookout, this is a nice one. I just want to quickly mention that I am loving denim and embroidery. This dress is like everything at the moment. It's from Debenhams of all places, and it's a shirt dress. I'll insert a picture so you can see what I look like wearing it, just so you get an idea for the fit, because I'm not going to squish myself in here awkwardly. And then another thing that I've really been loving is this oversized denim shirt from the Topshop Moto range that I actually got in the sale, and it's just got embroidery down one sort of shoulder area, and it's kind of got that kind of baggy puffer sleeve type feel to it. I've just been loving that. It's not like a new trend, but it's just something that I'm personally enjoying at the moment. So finally, I'm just going to touch on some entertainment things, and the first thing is this book. Now this is Dorothy Koomson, The Friend, and my goodness, I love Dorothy Koomson as an author. I have done for a very long time, and I've read pretty much all of her books. I noticed on Amazon the other day that I hadn't read this, and there was another one which actually I have here called When I Was Invisible. I've not read that either, so I ordered them both and I was like, right, I can't wait to read this. And honestly, this one was gripping. I've never really read anything that's been quite as dark as this before, and she does really challenge some very sort of difficult topics sometimes, but it's just brilliant. It follows like attempted murder, like 5 mums, and just, you don't need to be a mum to read it, let me tell you that. Just check it out because it's absolutely brilliant. Then finally, telly. I can't do this video without mentioning Love Island, because this is the 3rd series that I've watched of the, like, well, since it started up again. I think I've watched every single series. I also used to watch it as a teenager back in the day, but I am addicted to it. So is Mark, and we watch it every night without fail, and we're just hooked. I don't know, I like to live vicariously through people like that, because like I had Bill when I was 24 and I've never done flirting in villas and in the sunshine and stuff, and I just find it like, it's so trashy and so guilty. It's like eating ice cream out of a tub. It gives me that kind of satisfaction, and I am absolutely in love with Chris. I just think that he is like so cute and quite fit and really funny, and my favourite girl is Montana. So if you're watching, let me know who your favourites are, and like, do you think that Kem and Amber are genuine? Because I'm just so undecided right now. Anyway, and then the final thing is a series on Netflix that I'm watching at the moment, and it's called The Night Of, and it's quite gripping, it's quite gruesome, and you do feel a little bit nervous when you're watching it. I don't want to go into it too much, but it basically follows a young man after something very bad happens on this night, and it follows like the journey afterwards, and oh my goodness me, it's so good. So check that out as well, because I do love a good Netflix series, as you know by now. So I think that's everything, so I'm gonna leave it there, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you did, please give it a thumbs up, because you know that it helps us YouTubers and all of that. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you've got anything that you can recommend to me in terms of favourites, like makeup or like things to read and things like that, because I'm always on the lookout for new books. And yeah, hit subscribe if you haven't already and you're new to my channel. I would love to see you back here again soon, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.